straight away, so I'll keep an eye on how it looks. Tweak the audio just a little bit, make sure we're nice and crisp.
Can you hear me nice?
Come on,
I
YouTube.
watched the so I found out that the chat functionality doesn't work on mobile YouTube.
Interesting. This is now being streamed right now. Still early days. We're in that period where like we are technically live. We're waiting for people to to see the notification, come and join us.
It's like when you watch the news and
Yeah,
the presenters are talking and the cameras are like, "We're live, we're live,"
pretending they're typing like yeah.
and they're like, "Yeah, yeah."
Let me check if
um,
my chat feature's working. Before we've not officially started, chat feature's working. The Shan's in the chat already. Welcome, the Shan. I am going to get started. This is not a Tin Pot organization. Here comes the intro. It's your boy, Amreezy, and I'm back with another Fantasy FootbLOL episode where we talk all things. Well, usually we review the Premier League football just gone, and we talk about what each game means to Sorare, if there's any news, if there's any players where we're like, he's interesting, all of that good stuff. We talk about that. This week, there's no Premier League football to talk about. So I thought, what else can we do? And Herndouzi was our very first guest on the show, brand new Sorare manager. So I thought, why not do a month review with a brand new Sorare manager, which I think is interesting for any Sorare manager to hear like what a newbie thinks of the game. So please welcome to the show, the magnificent, the wonderful Herndouzi.
good evening, good morning. How you doing, mate? You good?
I'm good. I'm good. It is 3 o'clock in the afternoon here in sunny Mexico. I believe 10 p.m. in the UK time.
It is. It is. I've been thinking about what I'm going to talk about today all day,
Same.
buzzing for it. Thank you for having me again. I really appreciate it. As you said, 1 month in.
Ooh, it's flown
Wow,
by.
what a month it's been. I must admit, what a month it's been. Um, who would have knew everything you said to me was right? You know,
Bye, social life. Bye, money.
by disappointment. No, no, no. That's
But
still there.
hello, fun.
That's true.
Well,
That's
let's find
true.
out. Let's not give any spoilers away. Maybe you'll be like, the whole video will just be
Well,
you going, "What have you got me into?"
Well, a bit of that, a bit of that. I mean, what I've really struggled with is, I'm sure a lot of Surrey managers, which I now can say, internationals. That is a tricky week. I have been selecting players, thinking, yeah, they're going to get 50 points for these like essence things, and wow, never have I been wrong as much as I have been.
So before, like, how has Surrey been for you? How has your first international break been? And I kind of mean like, has it been like boring? Has it been like a nice rest, or are you just itching for in-season European comps to get back at the next weekend?
I mean, look, this is like I'm a Premier League fan at first, like first and foremost. So I hate international breaks this early in the season. Um, so for that reason, I'm like, just give me club football again. This football doesn't even matter. Um, I I'm just wanting to see my so rare football teams back. Like I want to see my players play for the clubs that I bought them for.
Yeah.
I don't want to see them playing for like I had to buy a bloody um Lilovic. Is it Lilovic for Croatia? You know the
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So you've got an
keeper.
international goalkeeper.
I
I
had
don't
to
think I
buy
have a
him
proper one.
just so I could feel something. I
Yeah.
had to buy him. But you know, I want club football to be back. But what I've actually been playing with this in the countries like in the internationals is common. I've actually been playing a lot of common because I've got quite a lot of players there, so that's
Yeah.
been quite fun. And to be fair to you, I now kind of understand that could be a means to an end as well throughout the season. So I'm probably going to try and play that a bit more.
It's a great way to learn the game as well. Like, I mean, you're too late. You've bought your cards, you've bought limited cards, but if you hadn't bought any cards, just to play 2 weeks on common, just to kind of understand how its scoring works, how lineup building works, and like, I think it's and also now there's streaks that only came out like 2 weeks ago. You can get hot streaks in common where you can win cash. I
I
like four at
mean,
four.
you could have told me that common would have just been worth playing because it is. You're bang on, and I wouldn't have spent all the money I have on
The
this.
thing is, the rewards are so basically nothing. You're basically winning common essence to then buy more common cards to buy common essence, and I think
But
it's a
you
good
can,
learning curve. But what you're
but
winning,
you can earn gold essence. I call it gold essence, but it's limited essence, right?
you
I
can
I
if you're a
mean,
new user.
yeah. Sorry, I
Um,
could, but then I'm pretty sure. Anyway, yeah, I could, but that I suppose that's because I'm a new user. But
but this is the most exciting bit for common for me now. The fact that they've made streaks where the fourth and the fifth streak give you market credits, £5 and $5 or
oh yeah,
$20.
I mean the market credits is smart because you have to it forces you to buy.
They're so
Um,
smart. They're so. Did you see the offer they did today where they were like, if you buy a card from auction, you get a 50% chance it's a shiny tomorrow? So we're recording this on
I got
Monday if you're watching this in the future. And the tomorrow on Tuesday is going to be the shiny reveal day where you're supposed to have a 10% chance of every in-season card being shiny so that you can enter that special competition at the weekend. Now, if you buy a card today, prices have gone up again. And I'm annoyed because I've been trying to jump in and get a few bargains in the international break because that's usually what the international breaks are good for, bargains, because nobody wants to be on the market. So
I'm
they're so
looking at this
smart.
now. I think I've got £5.90 in my account with another £2.20 coming in, so I can buy a £9 player today. What? No, I'm not. I'm not.
No,
I'm not getting
because that player will
pulled
be
into
$3
this,
on Wednesday.
and I have to wait a month to sell them.
And also, I was trying to do the maths. I was like, okay, I've got 30 cards. You can see it here. I've got 30 cards in season to be revealed. So technically, 3 of them will be shiny, like by the 10% math. But you also then need a defender, a midfielder, a striker. What if they're all defenders? You're going to be like, oh, I can't. I need to buy
Well,
a midfielder, a striker. It's going to be a nightmare.
I did the maths as well, and I think I'm just because I did go a bit heavy on the spending. I think I'm gonna probably have a full team of shinies, but what I'm gonna need is probably a goalkeeper. But then I think I might get lucky with a goalkeeper because I bought um Anderlecht's goalkeeper. Um, just because well, I'll go into sort of how I spent my first 3 weeks playing Sorare, but I have got an Anderlecht keeper, so hopefully they go shiny. But
I
I've
and
only got a
I
10%
are you
chance.
remembering that you can only play the European leagues are going to have their separate comp, and then all your Belgian boys will be in the other comp. Trying to see where it is, but
So what?
basically,
So what? It won't. It's going to be shiny competitions in the respective leagues.
no, there's going to be two. There's going to be two competitions. One for the top 5 European leagues. One for everybody else. So
I should be covered. I should be covered.
yeah, I'm guessing most of
Listen,
your cards are Belgian, right? Belgian league.
when yeah, at the minute, I think that's where the majority of my players are. So I've got 127 players um in my gold stack
Here we
or
go.
my limited stack. If I go to the Jupiler Pro League, I've got 24 players that are in the
Okay.
Belgium league, and only one, two, three, five of them are classics.
So yeah, you
So
want to focus on this shiny continental comp. If I mean,
yeah,
I think the chances of either of us getting there really slim, but if you get enough
well,
shinies,
I think listen, I'm gonna cross my fingers and just hope for the best because I've got some good players in it. I really hedged my bets in this Belgium league, and I want to tell you I've been just dying to talk to you about my biggest frustration. But I wanted to call you earlier. That's how desperate I was to
yeah.
tell you. And I was like, Jesus, I got to wait a little bit.
Yeah, got Savior. I was funny that because for those of you that don't know, I actually do know Herndouzi out of Sorare World, and I saw on his socials that you were like in Sweden last week, and then you were in France on Saturday. So I was like, what? And I was like, I'll save it for the pod because I know he's coming on Monday. So first of
Yeah,
all, where have you been? What's all this
yeah. I
traveling
mean,
about?
So I was in Sweden, a place called Gothenburg, last
Shout out
weekend.
Isaac.
Big up eyes. Not he, sorry, a mate of mine who is. I knew this friend of mine in the UK in London. He is Swedish, but early this year he moved back. So me and a couple of my friends, we went out to Sweden last weekend to visit him. So
Nice.
great time to have catch up with him, see him in his hometown. Um, we played a bit of golf, which was really frustrating, but had some amazing food as well. And whilst I was
Meatballs?
there, what? Oh, meatballs! Oh, I had so many meatballs you wouldn't even believe. Um, and I had this German sausage called FootbLOL, and it's probably just a Swedish way of saying sausage, but it was
Bangers.
really good, really good. I probably butchered that. If you pardon the pun. Um, but Sweden, I mean, great country. Albeit I only saw Gothenburg, but really civilized. And then I was in Paris this weekend, France.
Did you go
Seeing
back to
I was
England
with
or did you go to Paris via Sweden?
no, I came home for 4 days, and then I got
Right.
the Eurostar to Paris on the weekend. Really
Nice.
nice city as well, but it's not London, and it is what it is. But I mean, listen, it's got some great things as well. Really good museums,
Shout
but I
out
won't go
to
too much into it.
shout out to
So
Mbappe.
so many PSG shirts everywhere. Like I was in the park, I saw kids with PSG shirts, I saw grown men with PSG shirts, and I was like, well, I suppose it makes sense. But it's so funny seeing it in the
Support Paris
flesh.
FC. Get a Paris FC shirt, you glorious supporters.
Support a local team, mate. Support a local team. Where is even PSG?
Did you have lots of croissants?
I had one
Baguettes?
croissant and I had a Paris Brest, which is a pastry. Gorgeous little thing.
Ooh.
It's like a Frere Rocher,
Ooh.
but if it was like a pastry, oh, it's unbelievable,
Oh.
unbelievable. And you might say, did I coincide this trip with the international break? And the answer to that question is yes. Yes, I did.
Nice.
No,
Ah,
I didn't. It
that's
was a
great
coincidence.
thinking. I should
No,
try and do more things in life with the international break.
yeah, absolutely. But when I was in Sweden, I must admit, I was looking at the local league, just curiously going, is there
Are
anything
they
going on
on?
here? Who plays for Malmo at the minute? Like,
Do a bit of
what's.
scouting.
I was going to go down to the local pitches, see if there was any players worth buying on the classics, because I'm sure the Swedish league doesn't exist on this game.
The Danish league does, but I don't think the Swedish league does. But it may have in the past. Some leagues come and
One
go.
Well, that's actually what I was going to say. One of my biggest frustrations with Sorare at the minute is with the international break. I'm looking at games and it's like, okay, I've not got a keeper. Okay, well, let me have a
Hmm.
look at the Colombian keeper. Oh, he doesn't exist in the game. Um, but then Sorare tells me how he did.
I know. And yeah, I
Like,
think
you're
every
teasing
player
me.
data exists on the site, but the cards. Mm-mm.
Just, just if you're going to tell me how he played, let me buy him. I want to buy him.
Yeah. A big lesson is you don't have to play this, and this is I find it really hard to stick to this. Is that you don't have to play every competition, and like it's really hard to resist. But I've like got no international goalkeepers apart from one who I think plays for like Colombia. So that's what I was confused about. Well, wait, I think I have the
So
Colombia goalkeeper.
I I bought the Croatian keeper. He got me 71 points today. You know, big up,
But will you
big up,
use him
Lilovic.
in other game weeks? Will you use him in the season?
Yeah, I think he plays for Fenerbahce now, or sorry, he plays for Girona. So he's the main keeper for Girona now, and he's an
Oh
FM
yeah, this
legend.
guy's a bit of an
He's
FM
an FM
legend.
FM legend, exactly. So I now might use him in my La Liga team, but Girona have been goals have been getting put past them. But that was before he was in between the sticks.
He's gonna
So
sort them out.
maybe, maybe. Um,
So he's not played for them
Unlikely.
yet.
No, he's not
He's
played,
just
but
moved.
yeah, I mean, look, he got me 71 points, which ain't too bad. Um, but then I will admit to you, just this morning I was heavily. Like I was looking at the next lineup, and I was like, oh my god, like an addict. I was like, I need to get a goalkeeper. I need to get a goalkeeper. And I did sign a goalkeeper this morning for.
Who did you get this morning? Wait.
Go on, you can see I didn't splash
Oh,
the cash heavily, but
this guy's. Does he play for? Is he the Japan goalkeeper?
um I didn't check that far. I'm very short sighted when it comes to these things, which you'll learn with some of my league
So it's
picks,
not this
which
guy
I'll.
I'm looking at. This
No. This
Otter.
is yeah. This is the guy. So Japan. So it's this week. I don't think Japan are playing internationally. Or if they are, he's not been selected. He's playing in the Chinese league.
Oh,
Or
he's been
sorry,
smashing it.
sorry, forgive me, not in the Chinese league. He's playing in the Japanese league. Because I've been looking at so many keepers. I was looking at keepers in the Chinese league at Shanghai, but none of them are available in the Sorare. But he's been scoring well, so I was
He has
like,
had a great start.
so I was doing the maths. I was like, who can I spend the least amount of money on to potentially get the most amount of points? And he was the cheapest option.
£2
Like,
22. It's not
yeah,
bad.
where's my offer? I got a piece of paper here where I was scribbling down my notes. Bear with
It's
me now.
not too shabby. I like the paper as well,
I
old school. Some people go spreadsheets.
I
Herndouzi's
was
old school.
I looked at Allison. He was £27. I was like, that's too much. I looked at the Austrian goalkeeper. He was going to cost me £7. So, but this guy was £2.30, and I thought we can. That's cheap enough for me to
That's an
justify
all-star
playing.
lineup. That could be a contender, a classic goalkeeper in an in-season lineup. So
That's it. And I'm learning to play that a lot. And I'll tell you who I keep seeing though is your man Sergi Dominguez.
oh yeah,
Dominguez.
he's on fire. Like
He is top of all the charts. He he's
yeah,
he's had an unreal start to the season.
and I've got him on 5% bonus now as well. I've got a Barcelona collection that doesn't have Yamal, doesn't have Pedri, but has everybody else, and it's working all right. All right.
I don't really know
Yeah.
what that means, but I mean I know they're getting bonuses, but
So yeah, on
there's
top of his
if
scores, I get an extra 5% because I have um
but
like basically a whole bunch of cards from this
if he
season.
performs well, does that have any impact on the other cards in your collection?
No.
Okay, only when you
So
play them in
basically,
a
all of
lineup.
these guys are just boosting
Yeah,
his
yeah.
scores.
And what's the maximum percentage the other players
Five.
can? 5% is the
Yeah,
max.
it doesn't go above five. So, but then you can level up your card like here, so you can level them up. He's a level 2, so I need to keep leveling them up. But he will level up as he plays. But if
Yeah,
you want to
yeah.
speed that up,
That's
you can
what I've
just
learned.
boost it up with those things that you win, and
I've got like
that's mad.
16,000 XP that I need to start using. But
Yeah,
does it
start
make sense
leveling.
to hoard that, or do I just?
Um, I mean, there's a cap of like 14k, I think, so you can't actually save above more than that. But I would say, like, if you know you're gonna have a player in your gallery all season, start leveling him up because,
Yeah.
especially if he's a popular player, it might give you the edge over a lineup where one guy hasn't leveled him up and you have, and sometimes the
And is
margins are like
there?
0.01.
And can you only level them up every 5 days or 7?
It increases. It's like 24 hours from 0 to 1, then it's like 3 days from 1 to 2,
Makes
then
sense.
5 days. So, and it gets more
Well,
expensive to level him up as well.
yeah, of course, because there's gonna be more points between a level.
Yeah, but yeah, shout out to
That is,
Sergi Dominguez. He has these scores are bonkers, and he's only 9 to 20 now, so loads of years left in him. Hope he stays in Croatia and never comes back to a harder league.
I mean, could you imagine if he comes back to Barcelona down the line?
Um, so let's look at your lineups in the international break. I've not. I think I've won like 100 essence one week. Um,
Yeah, I
looks
mean,
like looks like you're on
so
for 100 essence here, which is not too bad. What happened with this one? Did you sell one of these cards?
yeah, so I've been tinkering with I sold Mikel Damsgaard. This is a this is a common lineup,
Oh right.
and I was doing some of the daily challenges, and I sold Mikel Damsgaard by accident. Well, no, on purpose, but I didn't realize that he was in my lineup. I mean, and I didn't really care because it was gonna cost me nothing. It's all fake currencies.
Captaining Livakovic was a stroke of genius. He was your best score. You probably wouldn't get the 100 essence without that captaincy.
Look, a lot of
He's a
people
pro,
question
everybody.
the things I do, but I was like, Croatia against Montenegro. What was it? Sorry, was it Montenegro or
It
um?
was. I wish it said and I didn't have to click.
Yeah,
Uh,
Montenegro.
yeah.
And I was like, there's only one player I know that plays for Montenegro, and that's Savic. And
He's still
oh no,
going.
I'm looking at the team now. There's a couple of players I know. There's Stefan Jovetic. Remember the guy that played for
Oh
Man City?
yeah, Big Jovetic.
But anyway, I was like, eh, are they gonna score Montenegro? I saw that they lost like 3-0 the previous game, and I was just like, chances of them scoring isn't going to be high. That's actually part of the reason why I bought um Livkovic.
Yeah.
Livkovic. Um, but yeah, I mean, listen, it's been a great month playing Sorare. I've enjoyed it so much. Um, as you know, like I focused on the Dutch league and the Belgium league, the Jupiler in my first week because of the cost, which was a great decision. I
With
mean,
nice
the,
streaks as well, no? How far did you get on
yeah,
the
well,
Belgian
so
streak?
The Dutch one I only made it to. I think I actually only made. I think I failed on the first hurdle actually in the Dutch one, or maybe I made I think I might have made it, but the so the Belgian one I got past week 1 and 2. I mean, yeah, let's have a look.
This is
Um,
a this is a fun lineup.
yeah, so I got. Is that week one? That looks like it was
This
week.
is the last one before the international break.
Yeah. Oh, that got me back into the streaks. Great lineup. So this is like, do you remember in our first video call, someone was talking to me. Someone was mentioning about um how Anderlecht. I said Anderlecht didn't have any games,
Ah, yeah.
and I was like, what? Okay, so this is the annoying thing about doing the Belgium league. I'm so new to so rare. I'm new to that league. I don't actually know what happens at the beginning of the season.
Hmm.
Um, second game week in for me. Suddenly, I'm in the third hot streaks. Half the league's not playing because of the Europa League and the Europa League Conference qualifiers. So suddenly, I'm in the
Is
hot
that this
streak for
week?
third. No. That was like 2 weeks ago. So week 3 was when I got punished. So if you go to week 3, is it that one?
Oh, game week 3.
Game week 3. Um, I think I just missed it on the one on the left, maybe. What? No. Listen, I'll look on my computer whilst we're there. Maybe it was before the new season because the new season is with the hot streaks, right?
Yeah. Uh,
And basically, I had no idea that um so I basically couldn't play half my team. So yeah, game week 3, 22nd to 26th, right?
yeah.
I've then had to spend a bit of money to get. If you scroll down to, oh, you got it there. I had to spend a bit of money to try and get more players in the Belgium league because my big hitters that played for like Anderlecht, Genk, um, and other clubs were on a break.
Ah.
And bearing in mind, I just spent 15 quid on Thorgan Hazard. So
So that's
that
why
was
he was 15 quid, maybe. Did his price drop
well,
because he wasn't playing?
I think 15 quid was the going rate at the time. I think that was I paid market value.
So
Um,
this knocked you off the streak.
yeah. So as you can see, like my best score there was 310. Because
Yeah.
because I doubled up. I had to double up on the two teams I had, which was I I don't know how to pronounce the um Trude Troidsten, St. Troidsten.
Oh, yeah.
and USG. I mean, Union SG there. The fact they drew 0-0 is criminal. Like they had been banging in goals. That team were like almost bottom of the league. I was like, they can't not win, and they drew 0-0. So I was watching that and I was gutted.
But I mean, long term, you've got more depth in the league. You've got better
Oh,
players.
definitely. And if I mean, you saw the following week, I got 370 points.
Yeah, you've been putting up some good scores in Belgium. Getting
And the La Liga team, wow, is a great team that I've got there. I've got some really nice players in the La Liga. Um, I've got Sergio Cardona, who's
let's
really
have a look
steady
at
left
your
back.
gallery.
But yeah, I mean, let's go to.
I
I
think it'd
mean,
be easy if
we
I
can.
just go look at your cards and go La Liga. Let's sort that by average score. Oh yeah, we got some nice greens here. Valencia goalkeeper's been putting up good numbers. Mariba, is Mariba like the classic one?
Yeah, that's a classic one. And again, like I'm as I've said previous, I'm a big football manager player, and what I've started to do is I might actually start looking at players that I've played with in Football Manager over the years,
Mm,
and just like sniping them
yeah.
because Maraba is one of those players that I bought Mariba in Football Manager, loved him, and it's now great to see him playing for Celta Vigo. Um, I mean,
Yeah, you got some
there's
fun
so many.
players. Cardona put up some big scores as well. Look at this.
Yeah, he genuinely. I think I bought him for those first two games, and it's a good thing they played Girona when they did because I think they must have won that game 5-0 maybe or something crazy. Um, was it 5-0,
2-0
4-0?
the first game, second game 5-0, yeah.
Yeah. Um, I mean,
Girona bottom then. They're a good team now
yeah.
to target. If you've got, see Girona, who's playing Girona next week? That's who you want to go for.
You say that, but they've now got
Oh
Livkovic,
yeah, it's all
so
changed. They're solid now.
maybe he's the rock, the
You
wall
got yourself
behind
a
the
Rashford. Big call.
Yeah, I got Rash. I mean, listen, I love Rashford. I actually think he's a quality striker and a dangerous player. So I thought when he went to Aston Villa last season, he played really well. Great to see him scoring goals. I actually thought Villa should have potentially signed him full time, but I
Weird
don't
they
think they were
didn't.
willing to spend the money. Yeah, but then it's like Barcelona for him is like so risk free. He's playing for a world class team with world class players. They always attack, so it should be the perfect environment for him. Um, and it would be great to see another Englishman do well outside of the Premier League. Really,
Um, you've crafted a Garnacho. Is that your first craft, or have you
no,
crafted a few?
I've crafted a fair few. To be fair to you, I've been really trying to grasp for the essence. But ironically, um, my girlfriend crafted Garnacho.
And is
I
that the best craft so far?
That's the best craft so far.
She's got to do them
I
all.
I was like, Nancy, please help me out here. You need to pick a card, and she just picked that one, and I was like, are you sure? And she was like, yeah, put it. And I was,
Wait, she
and she
picked it
just
from 10. The 10
from yeah,
choice.
from 10.
That's not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all. I mean, is there a way that I can show you can see the ones I've crafted?
It's really annoying. I was looking at the filters. I don't think you can.
If you
Card
go lowest price,
edition.
oh no, that doesn't do it. You can't. I mean, listen, if you really want to out me out, you can go and see the
Ceiling
prices
value.
I've played.
We can see the little logo, so we can see Garnacho was a craft.
Yeah, I mean,
Iturbe was a craft.
yeah, and he's a goalkeeper, so I don't dislike that.
These boys, what are you doing with these boys? You're keeping them. You crafted them. You're keeping them. You're selling them.
Nah, I want to sell David Corher. He's worth nothing, so he can stay in my club.
Seal it.
I'm not
Get some vault points.
right. I'm going to seal him right now.
That's a tip, by the way. tip time that someone left in my YouTube video. Maybe my last YouTube video. It was, yeah, my last YouTube video. Someone left the tip. I want to give them props. I want to give them props now. So if I go on my last video, it was. It was shout out to Uros Vlahovic. Basically was giving me the sort of percentage breakdown of if you just seal a card straight away, it gives you like 3% towards the next percentage of your vault. But if you sell them or you put the essence back, you get 100 essence. But that's like 1/10 of a card almost, which isn't worth it. It's better to be patient long term to just seal what cards that aren't worth anything. So I'm going to not do that with all of them, but some of the ones, like if they're under 30 years old and maybe they get a move in like 2 years time, I think I'm just going to sell them, seal them if they're not worth, like if they're under 50p. And if they're above 50p worth, I'll keep them and transfer list them. And if they're over 30, I'm not going to seal them because I just think I don't want someone rotting.
Well, me being a big a-hole, I'm like, the guy's 23. He's playing, I think, in the Austrian league, and he's getting no points. He can't be that good.
He hasn't scored in one game he ever played.
But you know what? He could also be injured.
Oh, he's been sealed. Live sealing on camera. He's been sealed.
I have sealed him quicker than you can say sealed.
You just never know. What if, because he's young, I just think, what if he goes to like the MLS? What if he goes to, I don't know, an easier league? What if he goes to the K League? What if he just finds his form somewhere else? Plus, I like the idea of sealing because now he's contributing to your rewards now.
But only for that team, right?
No. So your reward pot basically will now, I don't know if you've seen it, but here your vault. So you've only got 2 cards in there. So once you've done a few more, it'll say that you're at 1%. Then you get a 1% bonus on every reward you get. So if you get 100 essence, you're now getting 101 essence.
Okay, listen, today I'm gonna seal a few players, but quickly whilst you're on that page, Umaro
What's his story? What have you done here?
Oh my god, not that good gentleman. The other guy on the right, Umaro Mbalo.
Big Mbalo.
I was looking at his stats and I was like, oh my god, this guy's wicked. He's a player, played in a Portuguese league, and obviously not more recently, but he was also. I was buying players as well to get like the 250 essence because had that offer at the time, and I bought him for like I think £4 or £2, and I was like, wicked, I'll find a place for him. How much? £3.48.
£3.48.
So turns out he's actually been banned for smoking the old, dragon.
Oh no! How long's the ban?
I've scanned about 3 or 4 different Portuguese news sites.
He's in jail,
and I can't see anything about how long this ban is. So I'm just like, he's banned forever.
Sealed.
But I'm like, I was translating so many different news sites initially, and I was like, I got to give it up. This is I've already become the worst person in the world. But like a couple of other like players I bought, I bought Reece Nelson after the news that he signed for Brentford on loan.
It's not bad. Has he played?
It's not bad. Well, it's the international break. This happened after the transfer window, but I bought him straight away for £4, and then he's now like £2, and I'm just like, wow. Well, I don't know why I bought him straight. I guess I just
shiny tomorrow. Who's laughing? Who's laughing when he goes shiny tomorrow?
But it's like I even bought bloody Delane Bakwa, who's next to Reece Nelson on my thing.
Oh yeah, here he is. 20 quid almost.
Yeah, because again, I was like, I'm thinking in my head like, this is probably where my.
But wait, what's wrong with this one? This looks like these are big scores.
Definitely. but he's now worth like 14 quid.
Ah, yeah.
That's where I was getting that's where I was kind of saying, oh, oh, actually, a few of them are going again at like stat price that I said, but um, again with me, I guess I've got like the ultimate team mindset. If
Mm,
for those that played FIFA, um, it felt like there was like a Premier League tax. If your player has played in the Premier League, people paid a bit more for them because I guess it was a more common league. And I guess in my head, I was like, he's signed from Strasbourg to Nottingham Forest. His price is going to go up, so I better grab him now. But again, that wasn't to be.
this guy's a
Jackers, yeah,
playing goalkeeper, right?
yeah. So
Nice.
he playing in season. So I've actually got both of Bruges keepers. Mignolet plays in the Europa League,
Ah,
and he
clever.
plays in the league. Um, and just because now I've got about I figured I needed one more keeper because I've now got, I believe, 4 Belgium goalkeepers, so I can actually play 4 squads. So I
So
can
this
basically always play
Jupiler
a
League, this is your bread and butter. This
yeah.
is the
I
league you're
think this was
smashing the
going to
most.
be definitely. Like I even you asked me if I crafted players. I mean, I crafted Lucas Hay there, which was super fitting because he goes into my Anderlecht collection. I don't know how you've just lost him. Um,
Oh, I've organized it now by highest average score. But if I go
okay,
to
nice.
new,
There you go.
uh,
There he
this
is,
isn't
Lucas
off.
Hay.
That's the good thing about playing just a few leagues. Your essence you're going to earn is going to be from those leagues. And it's why, yeah. It's why
Oh,
I, I take that approach, but a lot of people like to play as many leagues as possible and they don't really care what league they get given. But I like to concentrate on just the like 3 or 4 leagues only, because then you're going to get the essence from those leagues only. So you're
okay,
not going to
that
be
makes
crafting
sense. Because
Eredivisie
now,
players.
when I was, yeah, that's been annoying because I crafted a few Divisia players and I was like, they're useless. Um, but more commonly now, when I'm doing Essence, I'm getting a lot of Belgium League, Jupiler, and I was like, why is that? Why is he not giving me like Premier League and stuff? Um, but that now makes sense.
Yeah. You've got like ordering it by highest average score. Like these are some fun scores. Like if you have players above 50 in general, I think it's
Yeah,
especially in season, not in classic, but in season, that's a pretty good number. And you've got like rows of above 50.
yeah. I mean, as I said, these are players that have been doing well. Like if you look at the Hearts player there, I mean, you're looking at, sorry, I'm looking at a different page, but on your one, like um, Spliners there for Bruges, Spliners, Spliers. Sorry if you're watching this, Jean Spliers. I
Apologies to
don't
the
mean to
Spliers
be
household.
I don't mean to be butchering your name, but
New York
he's been
City,
scoring
baby.
steady points. It was
This
I
is
was either going to buy him or their other defender Sayers, um, and it was like a toss of the coin between both of them. Obviously, the first game week where I purchased Spliers, the other one scored.
yeah.
It's the
But
way it is.
what I like about this guy is when you see a player like this with great scores and no goal involvements, no defensive contributions, but he's still scoring well. That means he's a great card.
Yeah,
He gets involved.
he's doing bits. Um, like I say, I have actually got quite a good um good list of players. If you were to look at my Joel or Don's, right?
Played in the international
So
break.
he did. So this guy, I bought him because I needed a Bruges centre. But this is what kind of screwed me over. I needed a Bruges centre back, and he scored really well in he scored okay in the first game week, and then it turns out he got dropped from the squad
Oh dear.
because I think he was trying to force a transfer. So then I spent a lot of the
Joe.
yeah. So I spent a lot of the transfer window looking at where he was potentially going, and I was creating all these different realities where suddenly he's at Palace. I'm like, what? He's at Palace? Unbelievable! Because like
That would have
he
been
got
perfect for
um
you.
Absolutely. He got linked with them, and then he got linked to Marseille, and I was like, okay, I might have to create a French team again. Okay, I can deal with that. And then the window shuts. Where is he? He's still in bloody Belgium.
Joel. So, and is
Um,
he falling out of the team? Is he not going to get back in the team?
I've thought, do you know what? Let's just get through international break, then I'll start reading the Belgium newspapers again. I don't know what's going to happen. I hope he plays because he cost me £11.63, and you know that's money that I could be putting somewhere else. And
Yeah.
he's 21 years old though. Like Jesus, he's young.
That if he just gets, even if he starts coming off the bench a bit more, you could play him in the under 23 league for a bit, and then if he gets regular, then boom, back in Belgium, back in your Jupiler League.
Um, who is he? He can't still be playing for Rennes. So I bought. So I was in in my first game week, I tried to play a team in all of the major leagues as well. I had a Strasbourg team. So I had a League Un, sorry, team. I had a very average Premier League team, um, and I desperately bought this player, Mikhail Fay, for
Oh, there he is, big fat zero up front.
yeah. I desperately he was like the cheapest player I could buy, and I believe he had played in came off the bench in one of the games. So I was like, I'm just gonna buy him and hope that he can play because I needed to get a player. Um, the silver lining in this, he's signed for Cremonese
Ooh,
in the Italian league. So not
hello,
only
contender in season,
not only is he gonna be playing football, he's a player for the contender league. Exactly.
and might be a smasher there, right? Because if he's a French league standard, dropping down a division and then going to Italy, that should
Yeah,
be a
you'd
good one.
think. You'd hope. I mean, this is
How old is he?
this is what's
20. He's 20.
what's great about this game is I'm going to be looking at more football than I've ever looked at in my
I
life.
know. Yeah. So is it what's great about the game or what's like a curse about the game?
I've now got on the weekend about 8 different teams sending me notifications on how they're doing.
And I really like building these seven-a-side lineups. It just feels like I don't know, just because there's seven of them, it feels there's less of a hit when one of them doesn't do well as well. So like if the rest do well, you can kind of get away with one going bad, and
Yeah, I've
it's
been
fun.
looking at you there, and you've been racking up some nice essence in those all-star leagues.
Yeah, like quietly, like if you just like 500 essence sometimes, and you're just like that's half a player.
Like this is one of the questions I want to ask you. Obviously, um, essence is like you can earn essence. Would you put a value on essence, as in like a monetary value? Like how much would you say you reckon 1,000 essence is worth in money terms?
Some people have, and I think there was that brief time when Sorare were offering you a prize, like, do you want this $6 or do you want the 2,000 essence or
2,000.
something? I think
Yeah,
that's the value. I think that's what people have kind of been using as the kind of rough guide, like because they offered that. I don't know if there is an exact value because it's like you could get 1,000 essence and craft a really terrible card, but then you could also
yeah.
craft a really good one. So essence is like luck. Like I wouldn't. I've
It's
never thought of putting a value on it
i-
because of
is
that.
it like is it like going to an exchange shop where it's like we'll give you £10 in store credit,
Mm.
or we'll give you £7 cash.
Yeah. Or it's like going into a casino and they give you some dice and they go, here's one free roll on the table. Um, what value do you put on the dice then? I mean, because you could roll something really good and win loads of money, or you could just do a bad roll and win nothing.
And with
So,
nothing.
so the
Yeah,
dice
yeah.
doesn't really have a value because it's like, I guess you know, it's good to
But
get,
no,
but I'd rather have cash. I'd rather have the
yeah.
certainty.
Well, so I've not taken cash once. I have taken the essence
You're
every
a
time.
dreamer, Hunt. You're a dreamer. You
Maybe
gotta
that,
love it.
yeah. I guess it's because I'm like the player. Look, if you need to look at the players I'm buying, man. $6 isn't gonna cut it.
Yeah.
I'm rolling with the high people. Like I mean, I'm looking at it now and I'm like, wow, I've overspent on some players.
It's all right. I mean, also you can't look at the players beginning of the season because you paid the more because it was the beginning of the season, and like, of course they come down now, but if you buy them now, you missed out on those chance for that those 5x streaks, those higher streaks. The 2x streaks are going to be gone in 3 weeks, so
I
you've at
mean,
least been able to play with them, earn cash from that, earn even essence. Even if you wasted it, you've still had the chance. You gave yourself the opportunity to craft
oh,
something fun.
definitely,
You should have
definitely.
let Nancy craft all the other ones as well, but now you know she's the lucky one.
Oh, yeah. Like I almost crafted. When I say almost crafted, I had a 1 in 10, and I didn't almost craft. I bought a Austrian striker for USG Union SG. I don't know what the SG. I can't remember what the
I just say
SG
USG. I just go, yeah, USG.
USG. I literally had just spent, I believe, spent £32 on Rao Floricas, and he's been banging in goals. Like his average is 48 in the last. Is it 15 games? 48. Last five, 55. So he's a good scorer. And I picked a player, and he was right next to him, and I was like, oh my god, that would have made up for everything. Everything. Is that a player you were
So
looking at yours,
yeah,
are we?
because we were just talking about classic lineups and how like this lineup, for example, like if it's what's great about Sorare and why I think because there's a bit of talk from some people saying never buy classic, only play in season, forget classic. But like if you know a league or if you just want to investigate more in a league, like this is a Tigres team, and because I like know Mexican football now, I know they had a good game against Santos. I actually went to that game and got 500 essence from this, and that's if I do that in 2 weeks that's a craft. And then I just clicked on this player because I was like, oh, just out of curiosity, some of these players, how much are they? And I was like, I'm pretty sure I can't have paid much for this guy, Aquino. And he's like, I got him for 28p.
All
28p.
right, all right. No
So,
need to.
so you can like, if you like, you'll pick up loads of knowledge now about the Belgian league. And what's great about it is that in the
I've got to
future,
wait till next year.
yeah, you'll be like, even if you like build a collection, you'll be like, but that guy gets games occasionally. And then as soon as the stars align and they play bottom of the table team, you've got all your USG boys or whoever it is. Boom! That's when you go
That's,
card on classic, and it also
I'm
makes it
building up.
so much more fun. Like even if these lineups don't win anything, like I got Aubameyang, and I had to unfreeze him from the vault. I was like, oh, Aubameyang's playing again. Unfreeze him. Bring him out. Drag his corpse out. Here he is, Aubameyang.
Just
But now I'm
blowing off
like
all the
invested in him
dust.
again. So
Love it. I love
it's
it. But
great.
this is what I love about it. Like I've got players that play for Dundee, and it's like, why am I seeing how Dundee do? Like, I mean, gee, that what a statement. Why am I looking at how Dundee do? Um, it's like, why? Why am I? I don't know. Because
Because Surrey they make Scottish football fun.
yeah, that's the slogan. I mean, one of the biggest mistakes I've made in Sorare so far was before the season even started. I was building a Premier League team, and obviously I was working on a shoestring budget because Premier League wasn't my focus. And then I was like, but I want to have a Premier League team. I need to have a Premier League team. Um, I bought Ilan Meslier for Leeds,
Oh yeah,
and I've obviously not done any research over the summer. I've not looked at who Leeds have bought. I've not looked at any of it. I've just gone Meslier.
I remember
He's
him.
he's 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 not a bad keeper. And I was like, he's Leeds' number one keeper, and he was going for £9. And because I remember you telling me keepers are like the most expensive thing in this game, and I remember seeing like David Raya going for £80. Pickford was like his old card was extremely expensive, and I was
Yeah.
like £9 for a goalkeeper. I have to buy him. That's that. I was like, wow, what a bargain. Has that guy seen football this season?
Has he turned
I
up to
mean,
training?
he's probably seen a lot of footballs, but I don't think he's. played a single minute on the pitch, and like he's dropped in value so much, and I'm just like, well, can someone please buy him off me?
I mean, what you want is the Leeds goalkeeper to get a red card next game. 3 game suspension. Melier comes in, does well, keeps his spot.
I mean, never have I wanted someone's downfall more. It's like, should you be at the altar on your knees begging
Have
for
you tried to
someone to
sell
get?
him?
I don't. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna sell him for 3 quid.
Have
As
you
I
thought
said to you,
about buying a Leeds collection, getting a few more Leeds boys in?
the boy's got expensive taste. £3. I'd have to sell a lot of £3 players. I could whack him in a seal. Maybe I'll do that. Um, I'll whack him in a seal. But then if I, question for you, as my respective Sorare guru, um, if I seal him, I know I can only unseal players a certain amount. Like, is it
Yeah.
one a week or one a
I
month?
think once every 14 days.
Is there a like block on me being able to unseal him? Like, if I sealed him today and suddenly the Leeds goalkeeper, you know,
Yeah, you
got
can
banned.
instantly unfreeze. As long as it's
Cool.
like one every 14 days, you can get him out. And like with him, he could, maybe he gets a move in January. Maybe he doesn't play for like the under 20 France under 20 squad or anything, does he?
What is there?
Melier.
Is there
Because
so
there's
rare lineups for youth football?
the under 20 Euros, for example, was covered in Sorare this summer. So, but
Wow. I
you
mean,
got to wait another
there's not
4 years
gonna
for that.
there's not gonna be
Yeah,
an under
World Cup
20.
under 20 World Cup will probably be covered by Sorare.
I think he'll be playing in the walking football in 4 years at this rate. No,
Then
do
we're
you know
hoping for
what?
move January move.
He'll probably get a move in January if because he's surely he's a champ. If he, I think at the very worst, he's a championship level goalkeeper, and there's got to be teams in the championship that are begging for someone of that quality. Um, but apparently he made a lot of mistakes last season. And to be fair to you, I remember distinctively watching Leeds against Sheffield United in a pub in like February, and I think he was the reason why they conceded like 2 or 3 goals.
It's a weird downfall because when he was in the Premier League, there was rumours that all the big teams wanted him, and then it was a shock that he stayed with Leeds in the Championship. I remember, like even Chelsea were linked with him. I remember being like, "Oh yeah, I'll take him over Sanchez. Yeah, definitely." And then he's just had such a disastrous season that he's ruined everything, and now he's not. Now he's
I
cost you
mean,
money.
well, yeah, he's cost me money, but like these are mistakes that you have to make in your so rare career.
Yeah, it is one of those lessons where like you'll learn that if a player sees too cheap, there's a reason it's too good to be true. Like, and you have to
You
go
don't
through
know
it.
something.
You have to be burned. I can't tell you that because there's nothing like learning it yourself firsthand. And now, next time you see a Premier League goalkeeper for under a tenner, you're going to be like, wait. Premier League goalkeepers should not be under a tenner,
What
especially
I'm
early
gonna try and
access.
do, yeah, especially early access. I know that for next year. You've inspired me though. What I'm gonna try and do at some point is build a like 30p team. I
Yeah.
would love to be able to make an all-star team that's just like 30p from the same league.
Yeah, it's quite fun. There's some content creators out there do these Road to Glory series where they give themselves like a £5 budget and they say like, okay, what can we win throughout the season? And like usually they just win probably another £5 over the entire season, but it's effectively like paying with nothing and earning a bit,
Yeah,
and it's fun.
but this is the thing. It's like, is it as enjoyable? Probably. Um, I personally struggle to comprehend that people pay like for the red and blue cards.
Oh
That
yeah,
the concept for that for me is like wow. I was watching your stream last week with that guy Jack, I think,
Jack P.
um,
Yeah, he's got quite
and
a few rare ones.
I looked at a few of his videos in the week, and some great content. I must admit, he's got some really nice content, and I saw that he had a few red and blue cards, and I was like, fair play, fair play. Um,
But you win
he's
more with them,
this is
so
it. This is it. It
it's that initial investment.
you win more. It's all relative. It's all relative. Um, I bought. What I loved is watching players that I bought move on in the transfer window
Oh,
as well.
that's it's beautiful.
Like
It's
I kind of took a leaf out your book, and by that I meant like trying to build a collection on some players. So I was looking at like Barcelona. I saw your Dominguez, and I was like, cheap Barcelona player. Who can I buy? So I bought Hector Fort, 18-year-old
he's
lad.
gone right to Portugal or
Yeah,
somewhere.
I think he's now. No. He's still in Spain. He's still in Spain.
Oh,
I believe he signed for Girona or
I'm pretty sure I've got him. Yeah, I've got him too.
Eche or Rayo maybe.
Elche.
Elche. There you
Come
go.
on,
Okay,
Hector. Come on, Elche. New second team in Spain.
this is it. And it's like now I'm like Elche. I want Elche to do
He's
good.
not played yet. When did he move?
No,
Like the end of the deadline.
yeah, end of the deadline. So like a lot of these players, a lot of my players moved end of the deadline. Really weird. Maybe it's like my own doing.
It was the Herndouzi
Um,
factor, the deadline
that's
day.
it. Oh, another person I bought for Barcelona was Gerard Martin. Um,
Gerard Martin.
and I spent a bit too much on him. Again, this is because I was trying to um trying to build a cheap La Liga team, and I'm realizing actually some players are cheap because they just
I've got
don't play.
Gerard sealed. You're not going to tell me that he's gone somewhere, are you?
No. He's not gone anywhere. So I was all of the window. I was like heavily monitoring where he was, his like transfer news and Hector Fort.
Hmm.
And look, every time I looked online, I was just disappointed because there was like rumors, but nothing concrete. And then the window closed, and I was like, "Ah, cool, whatever." And then suddenly, I came across a news article about Hector Fort. I wasn't even looking at it; it found me. Um, and
Destiny.
yeah, then I
Oh,
found that he'd signed for Etche, and I was like,
you got me
"Wicked."
excited about
Let's
Hector 4. I was not even excited. I was.
well, good, because now you have more reasons to follow more teams and to
Yep.
support more players.
And the good thing
Next
about
time,
him is if he does well, his L15 is so low, you can put him in a lineup and you can stay below that capped 370 amount because he'll be like zero L15 when he first starts playing.
L15. What's L15?
So like
Level
that
15.
average score, whereas when you build your lineup,
Yeah.
if you keep it below 370, you get like a 4% bonus on your score.
Yeah.
So you can
Okay.
play like smashers and then put a
Yeah.
Hector 4 in there with them to keep that score nice and
Because
low.
I was tinkering with that, and as you've seen, my Jupiter team, my players are so high scoring. I couldn't. I was trying to tinker with it, and I just couldn't. I was putting in. I tried every combination possible, but my team's just too good. My team's just too good. Um, I'm trying to get that £1,000 in Division One. I'll never see it, but I'd love to. That would be
So this
the
is the
so
new
rare.
Sorare comp that the manager, is it the manager of the month or something like that?
I don't even think it's manager of the month. I think it's manager of the game week. Um, you have to get promoted. So this is my understanding of it. From what I've seen, I could be completely wrong. There could be a more educated person who can inform me. Um, in a game week in your respective league, if you get to the top division, which you have to face like back-to-back promotions or be promoted numerous times, there is a first place like prize of $1,000,
Oh,
and that's just for the one. That's just for the game week. Like I'll never see that. Like
yeah.
that's like it's almost impossible.
No.
You
What I
know.
was saying was this
Oh wow.
championship thing they're doing where throughout September you can put one lineup out if you keep it below cap, and then it's like they take your best three scores from the entire month, and then the top prizes are like tickets to El Clasico, shine jerseys.
What?
But that's going to be really hard because you can't get lucky one week. You got to it's going to take your best three scores over the month.
where I'm trying to find the news section on this website. Here we go, news.
So yeah, this is on the
Uh,
bottom right of the homepage.
okay. So what? Over 3 game weeks, starting from this weekend to the 13th, only your 3 best scores out of 5 will count. Cap 280. No lineup. Oh, no, what do you mean no lineup bonus?
So you can play like you don't have to play less than 2 players from a club, and you don't have to keep the cap within a score, although it is
And is
capped
this
to 80.
a specific? It says here any season
Any
classic plus
season, any
in-season
scarcity, so
allowance.
there'll be red cards, blue cards all over the shop.
But will there be a dedicated lineup for this?
Yeah.
Wow.
Kerry, enjoy. I hope it wasn't too stressful for you today. Drop us a comment, Kerry, when you watch it tomorrow on your thoughts and any tips for the next week, because I'm hoping prices come down next week. Any tips? Because I think you've given us some good tips so far this
And
season.
Kerry, you gave me a great tip on a player for Las Iguanas. I think no, not Las Iguanas. That's a bloody restaurant. Las Palmas. Get a few weeks back, and they did done really
Oh
well.
yeah, what was he?
But I was gonna say when you called me up about Anderlecht, I was disappointed because I then realised why. You learn that about Anderlecht earlier on in this little video.
Yeah,
But the player for Las Iguanas was he actually been playing. He played in the week. Um,
it's
I mean,
annoying me. I can't remember the name, but I know like Fusi something
I bought him.
Fusiri something like that.
I'll find him. I'll find him.
Um,
But
but
yeah,
yeah, prices will come down, I think, next week because international breaks are famous for prices being low. But because I think Sorare know that, that's why they've done the shiny release tomorrow. That's why they've done the promo of 50% chance today to keep prices high, 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 high. So I'm hoping though on Wednesday we see a huge drop. And if you've got players on your watch lists, I think Wednesday is the time to go shopping before the deadline.
Manu Fuster.
Manu Foster, that was it. I knew it was Foo. I knew it was Foo something.
But so this is another thing. Like, so you think Wednesday is the day to do your shopping?
I wouldn't buy any in-season cards right now because because I was tempted. 50% extra chance of being a shiny. I quickly went on and was like, I want some Bournemouth boys. I want a few Everton boys. I'd like to fill out my Chelsea collection. So I looked and I was like, wait, that's like £5 more than I was seeing 2 days ago. Forget it. Wait till Wednesday when
I
everyone's disappointed they didn't get shinies and they all sell in rage.
Yeah, like definitely. I was when you said about that, I was tempted to look, but then I was like, what am I doing? Like sometimes you just have to go. Is it worth it? They'll probably also be cheaper as shinies
Yeah, yeah,
when
yeah.
they come
And
out.
also, if you don't get a shiny when you pay extra because you're like, oh, it's 50% chance now. If it's not, because it's 50-50, if it's not shiny, you're going to be so much more disappointed than you are like with the 10% chance ones where you're just going to be
I
like,
mean, yeah, yeah, just throw it away. I mean, what's bizarre about this game is I'm a grown ass man, and suddenly I'm getting. I mean, I've been because it's been early release. I've been seeing all the other players with their faces and stuff, and I'm like, when are they going to give them? When are they going to give me the face? I want to
yeah,
see the face. Why am I excited about getting the chance to see the face?
yeah. But when you build your lineup at the weekend, it's going to feel so cool seeing the faces because you'll be so used to just those weird memory chips that they have at the moment. When you see the faces, it's going to be like, oh. And then when
It's
you
like
build classic lineups in a few years' time, and you're like, oh, I've got a Eze Crystal Palace shirt I'm pulling out, and it'll feel retro and it'll feel
I
cool. And
remember when I first saw the face, and it's like I have got players here that I only know their names.
yeah,
I don't
that's
know if they're
well,
bald,
that's so rare,
if they've
like
got an
life.
afro, if they got
Yeah,
I don't know what hairstyle they've got. Like there's obviously some players I know. I know what Semenyo looks like, but I know that Taiga Hatter is a bald-headed Japanese man because I did research. I did research on him.
Wait, no, I found his LinkedIn. I found
I,
his. Sent him a
I follow him.
request.
I follow him on Instagram. Um, but no, I'm absolutely buzzing for them to just reveal the cards tomorrow.
I can't wait.
Um,
I'll make a video, guys. Tomorrow I'm gonna make a video where I reveal all my cards. So that'll be on the channel probably tomorrow evening. Let's see how many
Wicked,
we get.
wicked. I can't wait to see that. I oh oh we get to reveal the cards.
How? What do you mean how?
As in, will they all be sealed?
Yeah. So you'll basically go through them all and like click a button and it'll be like unwrap them. Last year it was unwrapping because they were in wrappers that look like condoms. They were in like these wrappers and they unwrapped and then it was like either shiny or not. So I'm guessing it'll be similar this year.
Could I put a wrapper in my team?
I think you can. I don't think you have to open them. And then I think you can sell them on the
Wrapped.
kind of wrapped, and people can kind of pay a bit more because they're like, oh, well, I might get a shiny later,
Do you know what?
but
The
be
players that I
careful
don't
because
play, the players
you're
that I
going to
don't
keep them
play,
wrapped.
maybe but I know what I'm like. I'll
You could
just get
sell them
touched.
though if they don't play and they're shiny. You could probably sell them. It's a good chance to get rid of some dead wood.
Maybe, maybe. But listen, I can't wait to see what cards I get shiny. I hope I get some shinies, and I
And
hope
be
it's on
careful,
some players.
guys. Remember, newbies out there, if you buy a wrapped card, there are some naughty owners out there that accept the bid, they unwrap it, and then they accept your bid. So just be careful out there. Not everyone's like that. If you have a Discord message with someone and they say, sure, you can have it, you can trust them. But it's happened many times last season where people, they made the bid, the owner went, okay, let me open that now to see if it's shiny, and then I'll reject it if it is. It wasn't. They accept the bid, and the player's like, oh, not even
Wow.
wrapped.
Gee, that's brutal. That's brutal.
It's
Do
brutal
people
stuff.
just want to see the world burn? Like
Some people. No
that's what
respect.
that's what I mean. Listen, if you see a
So
card by Herndouzi, you can assure that's not gonna happen.
if you see one of ours, you can guarantee it's not going to be shiny anyway, because we've not been blessed yet. We've not been
Not
blessed
been
this
there.
season, unless it's one of Hearn's Jupiler League cards. Then maybe that's going to be shiny.
Well, I tell you now, the best purchase I've made so far this season was Semenyo at £12,
That
and
is
he
incredible
went up
because
to 30
he's
quid.
about
Like
30 quid now because
so
I've got
quick.
him on my watch list and I keep monitoring his price.
Is he 30
And
quid now?
because yesterday I bought a Evan Nielsen and I've got a David Brooks, and I'm like, I just need that Semenyo to go with them.
I mean,
So I'm waiting for Wednesday.
I've kind of went Bournemouth a bit heavy. I've got Marcus Tavernier. I've got Chris Mempham, who now plays for, I believe, Swansea. No, West Brom. He went to West Brom. Um, alongside Patrick Kluivert or Justin. Is it Justin Kluivert? Sorry, not Patrick Kluivert. Um, so I've got the Bournemouth lads racking it up.
I think Bournemouth is going to be a really. I think Bournemouth and Everton, basically, because at the beginning of the season I was like Chelsea, Spurs, because you get Champions League usage out of them. But then I've kind of realized, wait, when the Champions League comes around, they're going to rest players, they're going to rotate. So who are the teams I want now that aren't? So I'm going to build another two stacks now. And Everton and Bournemouth are the two teams I'm going to go for. So you can see here I've already started getting a few Evan Nilsson, David Brooks. David Brooks I traded for a card I had I didn't want. But yeah, I want a Semenyo, I want a Truffet, and maybe a Sensei or Zabani. Which one's the one that's still there?
Both of them are still there.
Oh,
Both of them are
nice.
still there. Sensei left back, no centre back, and Zabane. Zabane is also the centre back. They were the ones that just kind of got ignored.
Yeah.
No one wanted them. Take from that what you will. Um, I've got Lewis Cook, but he's just got injured.
He's always getting
But
injured.
he was cheap. Like I was just getting these ones to build up my percentage of bonus percentages. But you got Jack Grealish like just before he got
I got two
got
now,
a little
Grealishes. I got a classic as well.
yeah.
This is quite fun actually. I got a where is he? So the Grealish I got, and I think Kerry, who was just in the chat, was telling me in another video's comments, sell your Grealish now. You take the profit, buy a classic, and just play him as your classic. Which I see the appeal, but I just can't sell the Grealish now. Now that he's on fire, if anything, I've doubled down on him and bought this one because I've got a few Man City cards from this year. I had like a Foden and a Kyle Walker, and I think someone else. So that's what I love about this. Like if I was gonna get a Grealish, it had to be from this season from City. It couldn't be any other season.
Grealish is now going for £66.
That is tempting.
I
Bought
mean,
him.
okay, 41 pounds in the marketplace, but £69 buy now. Like
The,
from Sorare.
the thing I think about it though is I was like, okay, I can sell him for like 40 quid. But then I was like, well, then who do I buy for 40 quid that's going to give me as good a scores as Grealish throughout the whole season? And I don't think
Yeah.
there's many midfield. So I think he's still worth 40
Well,
quid. If people want to buy one, I think he's worth 40 quid.
but for you, he's only worth 12, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I
Yeah,
still,
it's a funny one.
I mean, 12, I should have bought him when I saw him.
Can go classic.
Yeah, but even his non-classic his classic's probably going to be quite expensive. £6.50. I mean,
I got him for
nah.
I got him for 6 quid, I think.
Maybe I'll get him for a classic lineup.
I like your Bournemouth pick. That's your biggest collection. You've got 3% on your Bournemouth cards now. That's going to
Yeah,
go up very soon because once you've had them for 30 days, you get another 20 score.
nice.
So people like Mepham, you're almost there. 10 days away from Mepham getting you to 20. Once everyone goes up to 20, you'll probably hit 4% pretty
Wicked. And the max I
quickly.
can get is 6%,
5.
5%. Okay.
But
But I'm looking at it like there's no one else really that I want. I'm looking at your screen. Who's the bottom left there at the minute?
this guy,
Yeah, who is that?
Milosevic,
Okay, I never
probably
heard of him.
butchered that pronunciation. He's probably not at Bournemouth.
Yeah, probably not. But then saying that, he
Oh, he is
probably
at
still
Bournemouth.
is.
Why is he scoring so
Yeah.
well? He's starting for Bournemouth. Who is this guy? He must be the right back or the.
No, he can't be.
No, he's not. He's played for someone else. They've just signed him.
They've just signed him for Bournemouth, have they?
Yeah, he was playing for Belgrade.
Oh, Red Star. Yeah, Red Star.
So
What weird signing? Miloslav
he's 18 years
Milo
old, so he might not
Pavlovic.
play.
Oh, he's signed for them, and then he went straight on loan to Barnet,
Oh, what league are Barnet in?
League Two.
So not
So
even covering
you can
Sorare. Avoid,
you can
avoid everybody.
kiss goodbye that. But no,
Goalkeeper? I'd be tempted by goalkeeper Petrovic.
yeah, I don't. I'm not looking to spend a lot of money now in the
Yeah.
game. I
And
think
his hype is going up right now.
yeah, I'm basically you won't like if we have another call in a month's time, you probably won't see much difference in my cards. I don't think unless I win some serious money and I need to, buy someone, I doubt it.
Sensei is going for like 8 quid second hand. I don't hate it, but I mean, you wouldn't need it if you were building a Bournemouth lineup from scratch, which is what I've just started doing. These are the kind of players I'm looking at,
Yeah.
but
I mean, so what the maximum I can get is 5%, you said.
yeah,
How long do you reckon till I'm there with my level ups?
it won't get there just with this amount of cards. You'll probably get to 3 or 4 with this amount, but
Okay.
And
But
you get
then,
more, you're more bigger score when you buy them off the auction or the instant buy. If you're buying them from managers, you get a lower
yeah.
score, but they'll be way cheaper from other managers. So,
Well, I think I'm just about to get. I could probably spend a tenner now actually, because I've just got £3 from the keeper that I purchased for Croatia, Livakovic.
all right.
So maybe I'll have a little scan before I go to bed.
I did
And if
what
there's
you
a
did with like Forest, Palace, and Wolves last year. And what I did was I built the collection to what you've done, like 3%, that many players, get a lineup of a good lineup. Then I just like left it for ages. And then towards the end of the season, when everyone's selling the cards really cheap, I then just filled the collections out for like 20p, 30p, 20p, 30p, just
yeah,
randomers. Got it to 5% for Classic next year.
okay, but I need to. I want to win money this year.
But you've got it at 3%. And I think that's there won't be many people with full Bournemouth stacks. So like you're not it's not like a Liverpool team where you probably need the 5% to separate yourself from other Liverpool lineups.
Where was oh, I see what you're saying. I'm actually competing with people who have those teams really.
Yeah.
I'm in the top 1% of Bournemouth
That's
collectors.
why I think 3%'s okay, unless there
Yeah,
was a Semenyo that you didn't have. If you didn't have Semenyo, then that's the type of player I'd get. But if you're just going to get bench players, I would just keep an eye on
leave it.
them. If you see a really cheap one, maybe get it. If you otherwise, I wouldn't rush. Basically,
No,
at
no,
where
no.
you are.
That's good. That's actually I didn't think of that. That's actually quite good insight. Um, Crystal. I mean, I'm top 5% in Celta Vigo, and I've only got 3 players.
Yeah, sometimes you'll get that. You'll just buy two cards, and all of a sudden you're in top 1%. You're like, what? How lowly supported? Like Santos Laguna in Mexico. I've had some collections where I've just got like 2 or 3 cards from that season, and I'm like in the top 5%. I'm like, how? Like zero people want this team. That's why. Like,
That's mad. And I guess like the older cards, you'll the old like previous years, you'll be less likely to be in the top
yeah,
positions.
because you can't get auction
Um,
cards anymore, and they all got auctions when they first came out. The number
yeah.
one collector from Santos, I can't remember who you are, but you wrote on one of my comments a few weeks ago saying, "Hey, I am the number one. I'm number one of like last year's Santos collection. Shout out if you're watching this. Viva Mexico, Viva Santos."
Viva Santos. Viva Santos.
So,
Um,
have you got your eyes on anyone going forward? Are there any players you're kind of going, "Oh, I'd like to get him," or are you happy where you are?
do you know what? Yeah, I am quite happy where I am at the minute. There's no one I really want. I probably want to offload. That's probably where I'm at. Like, there's some players that I bought on a whim that I'm now kind of like, well, like for example, the Eredivisie League. I'm trying to get rid of that now. I've got no desire, no intention of playing that league.
Yeah,
So I'm just holding on to some players. So I'm looking at them, hoping they do well, and then eventually I can move them on. Um,
sensible.
but yeah, I mean, I'd like to see Reece Nelson do well, but again, I think where I've got my collection to now, I'm really happy. I probably will keep an eye on the new lads that have now moved on to championship teams, like Chris Mempham. There's a guy for Strasbourg called Samuel
Hector Fort.
Amewa. Hector Fort. No, 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 no. Um, Hector Fort's in the La Liga. He's going to be flying.
Oh, I
But
can't wait for him to fly.
I'm looking at the league now because there will probably be because I want to hopefully have a is it contender or is it
Yeah, you'll have
challenger?
contender in season.
So I might need to like buy 1 or 2 players that are in the championship but have been like they would have had to start the season
Somewhere
in
else.
a somewhere else.
Yeah, that's gonna be
So
tricky.
I need to do some research at some point before
Or
in the
or
next
what
couple of
or what
weeks.
if you just say like pick a Portuguese player or a Turkish player, like someone from another league
Yeah,
who's like a
that's also
smasher to go
yeah,
with your championship boys.
that is true. I could do that, but I'm also I don't want to just get, you know, diluted with so many leagues as well.
Yeah.
That's also part of the reason why I don't want to suddenly like have to follow another team in. the Portuguese league or something like that.
Yeah, yeah, I'm similar. I'm happy with my leagues as they are. I've got like a crafted a Victor Boniface card who's going to be a Bundesliga striker now, and I'm just like I'm so tempted to buy 4 more Bundesliga cards, but then I'm also just like I just should sell the Boniface and then
Where
spend
did he
that.
sign for Werder Bremen? Or
Yeah,
did he
so
sign? Yeah,
he went on loan, so he
yeah,
was going
yeah.
to go to AC Milan, went to Werder
Failed his
Bremen in the
medical.
end, and either way, I kind of just want I want him to play a game, do well, value goes up, and then sell him because right now his value is quite low because no one's really expecting much. But he scores on his debut, I can sell that card for I think like 25 quid maybe.
I mean, that's part of like what I'm quite liking about this now is there are a lot of players I have that I'm kind of just hoping to have a good spell just so I can offload them.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, to be fair, you're right. I should probably look at the leagues that I can also play with the championship. Hence, that's actually why I bought. I think I do have a few players from Braga. I did
Okay.
tap away at that, so I could probably work something um, up alongside Braga.
Yeah.
Probably.
Have a play around, see what you've got, see what you need, see what's the cheapest way of doing it, and also classics is quite common. Like if a classic's here, if I pay a bit more for the goalkeeper, but then I can use that guy as classic, it could give me a better score, and
Yeah.
that's the beauty of
Uh,
Sorare. Like there's no correct answer. Just you've just got to experiment and take a punt.
that's it. I mean, what I've actually been building teams weeks ahead as well. I've because I'm just
Love
like if
it.
I had like a spare 20 minutes somewhere, I would just like go like flick through and be like already be building teams because I'm like it's like leagues I'm not even thinking of. I'm
Yeah.
like let's just get them sorted, and we'll see where we get to when we get there because I forgot to do a few already. Um, that's the difficulty when you've got loads.
I tell you what, let's get you on in another month. Let's do a review. We've got some golds now. We've got leagues, golds. We'll check how the championship lineup went. We'll check how the Eredivisie boys. Did you sell them? Did you keep them? We'll see how the Jupiler League is going. How that Bournemouth collection did for you. We've got some nice bookmarks to compare now in a month's time, and I
And
reckon
we should probably make sure that I haven't bought more players. That's
I
the
think
other one.
I can guarantee you will have bought players in between your next appearance. You definitely will have bought some more, especially if you win a bit of cash. If you win $10, you're buying someone with that $10. It's too
It's get
tempting.
it's getting spent. It's getting spent. Yeah, let's bring me on October. We'll see where we get to.
I love it. I love it. Well, Herndouzi,
Who's
it's been a
who's gonna
pleasure.
be who's gonna be your next guest? Sorry.
Well, next guest is in the air still. There's two. We had contract negotiations are happening right now between 2 people. They're both are either going to be on the next one or the one after. So I won't say their names in case they don't come on. But we should have a fun guest for you next Monday. I'll confirm it on my Thursday video, my Thursday Road to Sarah Boss episode. I'll confirm who the following Monday's guest will be. But it'll be a laugh. It'll be fun. If you're watching this in the future, as I see a lot of you watch this in the future, right? Leave a comment on which players we should be looking at on post Wednesday. The price drops. Who should we be looking at? If you've got any ideas, leave that, like, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Send Herndouzi love. Send him well wishes. Herndouzi, thank you for coming on, mate. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, no, thank you for having me, mate. Real pleasure. Appreciate it.
No worries. Peace, guys.